What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Sammy's Place. I am Sammae. Today we're going to get into the album Truthfully Speaking from Aftermath recording artist Truth Hurts. Now, a lot of people know Truth Hurts for her song Addictive. Still to this day, it gets played a lot. It's actually like this. There's no other song like this. Like what Truth Hurts brought to the table at that point was something completely different. From a lot of people at this time were coming out, but they were offering something very unique. Truth Hurts was one of these artists, these rare artists that unfortunately another one didn't get the recognition. But the fucked up thing is that she had the hit. Okay, she had the hit. It was everywhere. It was well received. It was produced by DJ Quick and it featured Rakim. It's the sample. The sample was the issue. So the single got put out, did really well. Because of the sample, they didn't get permission for it. There was this huge lawsuit. The album was already out, I believe. And because of this lawsuit, the album had to get pulled from the shelves. So that affected her sales. That affected the next single. But to me, the second single, The Truth, was not a good single choice in my opinion. I like the video for what it was, whatever, you know. It was entertaining. It's a good song, don't get me wrong, but there was a lot of better options on that album, in my opinion. I'm not really looking. That one from Timberland and Scott Storch, Real, I think it's called. I mean, there was just so much better options on that album for a fucking second single and a third single. There could have been another single. So I don't know what happened afterwards, which made Truth Hurts leave Aftermath. I loved what she did with Dre, what they gave us. She had such a unique tone to her voice that you could tell it was her on any track. She was featured on Eve's second album, Evolution, I think it's called. I think it's called what? Anyways, the point is, she was getting around, and that fucking single, the video was on BET all the time. I saw it on MTV a lot too. It was everywhere. She performed at the BET Awards, I believe at the opening show, not in actually the award show. And she does this like opera thing too, yo. She's got a very fucking nice tone and she could sing. Anyway, so Truth Hurts eventually left Aftermath. I don't know why. I don't know if it was I don't even know what the sales was on that album. I couldn't tell you. But I imagine, I guess it didn't do well because her main single, the single that she's known for, is not on the album. So how are you going to go push that album when that one single that people are really liking isn't on there? Exactly. Anyways, she went on to sign with Raphael Saadiq's label. What is it called? Pookie Entertainment, I think it's called. Put out her second album in 2004 called Ready Now. That was a really good album too. Truth Hurts proved that she can actually make good music without Dr. Dre, you know. Like I said previously in my other podcast, sometimes the producer does a lot of what we like to the artist, and then when the artist goes on, that little thing there that we like is gone. Not with Truth Hurts. I believe Ready Now was her last album. But a lot of other stuff kind of leaked. There's a song called Just a Friend. I think that was produced by Raphael Saadiq. A really good song. I recommend listening to that one if you haven't heard it already. There's other stuff that was unreleased from her and Dr. Dre that kind of made its rounds on the internet. Anyways, I just remember buying this CD, man. I discovered Truth Hurts in the Source magazine, the same one that I saw Lady May in. When I went home, I downloaded all these songs. Addictive was one of them, and I really liked it. That beat is exactly that, addictive. You know, still to this day, there's still nothing that sounds quite like that. And I believe that really made the Indian Arabic sample stuff. Aaliyah kind of put it on. I don't know who actually did. Maybe it was Jay-Z with fucking Big Pimpin' and shit. So you had like this type of sound, but this song here really pushed people to kind of sample the more Arabic Indian stuff a lot more than before. People wanted to sound like this. It was sexy. It was club. It was a monster fucking hit. And it's unfortunate that happened to her with this. But I'm so glad that I got introduced to her music, and that song led us, because there's so many more fucking songs from her that are just as good. Jimmy, Next to Me, Grown. If you haven't listened to the album, please go listen to it. I promise you will really enjoy it. It's like soul, R&B, jazz. I don't know what the fuck. It's a mixture of stuff, obviously over Dre's beats, and what was it? There was DJ Quick, Focus, High Tech. Anyways, tell me your experience with this album, your favorites. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but this year is the 20th anniversary to this album, which is why we're talking about it. It came out June 25th, 2002. So there's lots of albums that came out in 2002 that I'm going to touch on. 2002 was a really good year for hip-hop and R&B. R&B a lot. R&B started to step up throughout the next few years. So this is going to get good.